The new Richard Nixon Library opened its $15 million revamped doors with a lot of fanfare and personal thanks from the Nixon family.
My mother and father would be so honored that you were promoting the legacy as an example for generations to come.
The renovated library, one of 13 in the presidential library system, encompasses the extremes of Richard Nixon's long political life.
China is undoubtedly a big part of President Nixon's legacy, and the museum focuses on his efforts to open up relations back in 1972 with an exhibit called The Week That Changed the World.
Richard Nixon's one-week trip to China was the first for any U.S. president and marked the start in normalizing relations between the two foes, breaking a silence that had lasted 25 years. The China exhibit highlights a symbolic moment that set the tone of the historic visit, the handshake between President Nixon upon arrival in Beijing and Premier Zhou Enlai.
This was the week that changed the world.
Former Secretary of State Henry Kissinger played a key role in laying the groundwork for the visit. As he toured the new library, Dr. Kissinger emphasized the significance of restarting relations with China.
It was one of the great transformative events in American foreign policy.
It's a point that few would disagree with, especially those who have experienced the changes firsthand.
Chinese and Americans have come together here to celebrate President Nixon's pioneering efforts to open up relations between China and the U.S.
The library, however, doesn't ignore Nixon's fall from grace. The break-in at the Democratic National Committee offices at the Watergate building in Washington, D.C., and the Nixon administration's attempted cover-up led to the only presidential resignation in U.S. history.
Because only if you've been in the deepest valley can you ever know how magnificent it is to be on the highest mountain.
20 years after his resignation, Richard Nixon died from complications of a stroke on April 22, 1994. May Lee, CCTV, Yorba Linda, California.